What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to take a little bit of a look at some Digimon TCG news. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. We've had a few little news stories coming out over the last few days. There are a bunch of things that we need to have a little bit of a chat about. And I want to start off having a little bit of a chat about those starter decks. Now, we know that new starter decks are coming. This is in no way, shape, or form a surprise at this stage. We know that we are getting new starter decks featuring Gallantmon and Old Fourth Digimon. And although we haven't seen every single card so far in those decks, we have seen a bunch of them, and I've shown you what we've got on this channel. And frankly, as time goes by and the other cards are revealed, I'll show you them as well. It's kind of what I do, alright? I show you cards. Seems like a fun thing to do. Well, the good news is, ladies and gentlemen, that actually it's a little bit more than that. Because you see, if you buy one of these starter decks, you will actually get 6 first anniversary secret rare campaign cards. I know. These are incidentally coming out on April the 23rd, so they're not far away. The cards we haven't seen so far, we will be seeing soon. So then, of course, we need to ask this question of, well, hang on a second. What are these 6 super rare anniversary cards that you're going to be getting when you buy one of these decks? And the good news is, we actually know what they are. Now, shout out to the lovely folks over at Ensan Gaming for sharing this information with us. But basically, it is one of each of those cards I showed you the other day. Now, the other day, I actually only showed you one of them. But I think this is probably the time we need to have a little bit of a chat and go, actually, I tell you what, we got one of these coming for every type. Now, the one I showed you before was called Red Memory Boost. But basically, you can see here we've got 6 different cards, and they are Red Memory Boost, Blue Memory Boost, Yellow Memory Boost, Green Memory Boost, Black Memory Boost, and Purple Memory Boost. They are absolutely perfectly equivalent cards, and you get one for each of the typings here. And what we've got is 3 cost option cards, and as a security card, it gets placed into your battle area. Hang on a second, that's a bit weird. Well, yeah, these are these new delay cards, these new type of option cards, these new keyword skills. So what happens is, when you play it, you reveal 4 cards on the top of your deck, and you add a red Digimon from among them to your hand. Okay, so you pay 3 memory, and you get to look at the top 4 cards of your deck and grab a red Digimon. That's fine. Obviously, Green Memory Boost will get you a green Digimon, and Black Memory Boost will get you a black Digimon, etc. Whenever I say red, just assume it's whatever colour is appropriate given the card you have played. And then you place this card in the battle area. And then at some point in the future, you get to activate this to gain 2 memory. Now, you cannot use it on the turn it's placed, so essentially you pay 3 memory now. You get a Digimon card from the top 4 cards of your deck, and then you get 2 memory back in the future. And I told you this at the time when this was first revealed, and I'll happily tell you again now. What we've got here is a card which is bringing a whole bunch of strategy in. And I absolutely love this. Because essentially what we get is a way to manipulate the memory at some point in the future. Sometime in the future, there's going to be a point where you can go, right, well, actually, 2 memory at this stage would really, really help. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and do this now. I'm going to go and get that extra memory, and there isn't really much you can do about it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely my point. It's really, really fun. It's pretty skill intensive, because if you play it wrong, you're wasting memory, you're not getting it back at the right time, things go very, very wrong. But if you can do this well, and if you can do it right, you get to completely screw over your opponent. And the best thing is that it really makes your opponent, for the whole time these delay cards are on the field, your opponent needs to wait. And they need to basically plan. Because it may or may not work out. They don't know when you're going to actually use that extra memory, but for the whole time it's down, you can use that extra memory, and that's what is so cool about these cards. Now, we do also have a look at the booster pack artwork from BT6 Double Diamond. We got kind of a sneak peek of the top of the booster pack a little while ago. We've now got a proper look, and I'll be honest with you, it's just got those same Digimon we saw there before, the fancy forms of, I believe, Agumon and Gabumon. There isn't really much I can tell you about the booster pack. There's no real extra information from it, but we do have it here. I suppose it's been confirmed that there are 112 cards in the set now, and honestly, although I can't tell you for absolute certain, it is extremely likely that we're going to see, and I believe this has actually been confirmed to be fair, that we're going to see the same distribution we generally see, bearing in mind that Battle of Omega did actually have 112 cards, so we should be seeing the same distribution of 44 common, 30 uncommon, 26 rares, 10 super rares, and 2 secret rares. And the more I think about it, the more I think that was actually confirmed a little while ago. Either way, it's still cool that we've got a look at the booster pack artwork. It means in future, when I'm showing you cards from the set, I can have the booster pack artwork on the screen. And I'm sorry, but that makes me genuinely happy. It's a nice picture to have up at the beginning. And the final piece of news I want to talk about today is about Pulsemon. Ladies and gentlemen, wonderful, wonderful news. Tamers Workshops over in Japan. Now, these are the friendly battle events. These are not your big competitions where you are desperately trying to win. It is a fun little tournament where you go and learn to play and play with your friends. And at the end of the tournament, everyone will receive a commemorative gift. Which on the one hand is really good, but what is even better is that commemorative gift for the Tamer Battles in April is Pulsemon. And this is wonderful, wonderful news. Because up until now, that Pulsemon has been available, but it's been awkward. So buying those V-Tamer bracelet things did get you a Pulsemon, but you only got one, and they weren't cheap, and they sold out pretty quickly, so it wasn't exactly a perfect situation. Then we did see that Pulsemon got revealed as a promo for an online tournament. Now, this was with alternate artwork. But again, you got one friend in this online tournament. It was hard to actually go and get yourself a playset of them. Well, here, it's coming out as a Tamer Battle promo, and that is going to make it way more available. Very important to note, it is the reprint artwork. It is not the artwork from the V-Tamer bracelet, which means that the artwork from the V-Tamer bracelet is probably going to end up being a moderately rare, sought after, difficult to get a hold of promo card, etc. Also, if anyone's got a hookup for that promo card, let me know, because I didn't order one of those bracelets. I have regrets. I don't have that promo. It's making me a little sad. If anyone's got a hookup, please do let me know. But we've got the card, and that's the most important thing, because actually, Pulsemon's a really good card. It's seeing play in some yellow decks. If you've got 3 or more security cards, when you play it, you draw a card. If you've got 3 or fewer security cards, when you play it, you gain a memory. Bearing in mind, of course, that if you've got exactly 3 security cards, yes, you will get to do both of them at the same time. Shout out to DigimonCard.dev if I'm using the translated proxy, which I might be. You know at this stage, I actually don't, but I probably will. And this is really, really cool. Very, very cool. Because on the one hand, it's kind of like a yellow Gabumon with extra power, and we've seen how good Gabumon is. And on the other hand, it is a 2 cost to play normally Digimon, so something like an Elecmon if we're sticking in blue. But there is a chance that it can also draw you a card at some point during the game. And then, of course, if the perfect situation happens, you do get to have a 2 cost to play normally that draws you a card, which is absolutely nuts good. And I've seen yellow cards playing Pulsemon, right? Pulsemon is very, very good and has a chance to be very, very good moving on through the next couple of years, honestly. So the last thing we want is to have this exclusive promo card that nobody can get hold of. So you know what? I like this. This makes me very happy. When we have these cards, what I'm generally hoping for, what I'm generally looking for is I want them to be available. I want the maximum possible amount of people to be able to get them. I don't like super expensive rare promo cards because they make some decks unachievable for some players. It means not everyone can play the deck they want to play. That makes me very sad. Now, this is the third time this card has gone and been released, so I think it's fair to say Bandai are making a real effort to make Pulsemon available, and this is excellent, excellent news. But I want to know what you think about this and about the other stories we've talked about today, so let me know in the comment section, would ya? Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.